Musician, singer, actor, father, husband. Levon Helm, a guy with the right stuff. Thursday afternoon at 5:05, Thomas will have an exclusive WKIK interview with Levon Helm, co-star of Coal Miner's Daughter and most recently an actor in The Right Stuff. Levon's currently on tour with The Band, a popular group in the 60s and 70s, reuniting in the 80s. Where does Levon Helm go from here? We'll find out Thursday at 5:05 when Thomas has an exclusive interview on WKIK.
This is WKIK Leonardtown, and our guest this afternoon is Levon Helm.
Thomas, how are you?
Why didn't Robbie come along this time?
Well, I guess just because he didn't want to. You know, I could hazard a guess and speculate that he's probably obligated. He's got other projects that he's into. He probably enjoyed being on the road less than any of us. And he should have it the way he wants it. So rather than worry about that, I'm just thankful that there's 4 out of the 5 of us, and we're not too old yet to play. We had a stroke of good luck, I guess you could call it. Had some Canadian promoters and friends from way back down the line offer us a Canadian tour. We played that. Then we went over to Japan and played a small Japanese tour. Everybody had a good time, and here we are. Just sort of playing it by ear, just letting it happen if it wants to, and so far it's kind of wanted to.
You also just premiered a new movie that you're in entitled The Right Stuff.
Yeah, boy, isn't that great?
You want to tell us something about that?
Well, I can tell you that it's one of those long movies. It's about 3 hours and 11 minutes. It's got a lot of great people in it. I've got a small part in there. I play the part of Jack Ridley, the B-29 pilot, flies the mothership and drops Yeager out in the Bell X-1 rocket plane when they break the sound barrier. So I sort of stand around and hold the horses until it's time for us to ride into the sunset, you might say. But I had a chance to work with Kim Stanley and Royal Dano and William Russ, Sam Shepard, Barbara Hershey, a lot of people, good people.
Someone else that you also worked with, Sissy Spacek, just put out a record. Have you heard it?
You know, I've heard a couple of bits of it on the radio, but I haven't heard it all yet. I'm happy to hear that she finally did, though.
Well, let's listen to it.
Well, why not?
Another question I wanted to ask you. The band worked with Ringo on Sunshine Live for Me.
Yes, sir.
How did that happen?
Well, George Harris is one of those real good people. He's a straightforward kind of person, and it doesn't put him out to just stick his hand out and shake hands with you and introduce himself. And he did, and was always real nice to all of us, sort of introduced us to the rest of the fellas. Everybody was helping Ringo do his album, and when we were asked to be a part of it, it was more of just a little cameo shot for us than anything else. But it was fun. It was a good night. I think we played maybe 1 or 2 songs with him.
Levon, you made the paparazzi section of entertainment tonight. Your picture and Bob Dylan from when you were playing with Rick solo. What happened there? Bob just showed up?
Well, I don't know. You know, Bobby has got a hell of a problem. You know, you can't take him anywhere. They just show up and have such a fit over him, and but he's a good man. He's what you'd call a pistol, and we always have a good time, and we had a good time that night, and I guess they've got the evidence of it.
This is WKIK Leonardtown, and our guest this afternoon is Levon Helm. So, Levon, what's in the future? Do you think you'll make a record with the band now?
Nothing but good times, I hope, for all of us. I'd like to make another record. I'd certainly like to be in some more movies, and if records and movies come up, I'm going to certainly do my best with them. Right now, my obligation is to play good shows with the group for this current tour. And I like it like this. There's no big decisions to make or not a lot of head work to do. It's mostly just good, honest sweat and a few little blisters like that right there.
Thank you very much for your time.
Thomas Grooms, it's always a pleasure to see you.
It's a pleasure to see you, and when you come to Southern Maryland, I hope you'll stop by WKIK.
I will, buddy. We'll go get some crab legs.
Okay.
All right. Hello, everybody. This is your old Razorback buddy, Levon Helm here, reminding you that you're listening to station WKIK in Leonardtown, Maryland, and that's 1370 on your AM dial.
I'm going up on Cripple Creek, she sends me if I spring a leak, she bends me, I don't have to speak, she defends me, a drunker